What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. You're watching Tom Trips Out, and in this episode we're talking about visa exemptions coming to Cambodia. My name's Tom, this is my trip out.
Well, hey everybody, come along with me. Take a trip to a place to fight without sea. Meet people, eat food, see the joy they bring, and how much it costs to try new things. Well, come and watch me on my trip out. My name's Tom, this is my trip out.
Okay, so we're out here in Kampot in the countryside, close to where I live. We're talking about next year in 2026, Cambodia will be bringing visa exemptions and testing it for a short window. So I'm going to get into all the information all about it and why and who this applies to. Let's get into it. So this will be a 4-month test in 2026 between June 15th and October 15th. A certain group of people will be visa exempt, no paperwork, no fees, and 0 waiting time. They're trying this out during the low season next year just because they believe that's one of the biggest barriers to spontaneous travel and choosing Cambodia is the visa fees and waiting times and paperwork and stuff like that. During this trial period, you're allowed to stay 14 days at a time, and they're also allowing multiple entries, so you could come a few times during that window. And as of now, the group of people this applies to are Chinese nationals, so it's only foreigners who are coming from China. This visa exemption will apply to them between the June 14th and October 15th, up to 2 weeks at a time, and you're allowed multiple entry. So that makes repeat visits much easier, business trips over and over again, as well as people that are traveling across different countries in Southeast Asia. They're able to pass through Cambodia without any, admin or any paperwork or fees or anything. So people doing multi-country travel, they can very easily include Cambodia in their itinerary list and not have to deal with, oh yeah, we have to apply for the visa first and all that. This is kind of cool. I think this building is like a bird farm where they play that noise over a loudspeaker. That tweeting. It's like a mating call of a bird, and they all go in there and they make nests and everything. And they'll collect the bird spit inside and sell that. So the next key point I want to go over is why is Cambodia introducing this policy? Why are they doing this now? So one of the main obvious reasons to do this is the recovery since 2020 has never fully bounced back yet. And Chinese tourists were always the biggest percentage of tourists that would come and spend money here and all that. And so they want to get it back to where China can come back to those numbers again. Bringing back Chinese tourists who were once the #1 source, that's the quickest and best way to help out resorts and hotels and restaurants and the tourism industry and tuk-tuk drivers and all that. Another reason, they look at China like they're the country with the largest outbound international travel. They have the most people that are going out and traveling internationally, and so that's the best country to target to try to capture those people that are traveling. So since China has the highest population of outbound international travelers, that's the smartest country to target to give them free visas. Hello. So another reason they're doing this is they've chose the months between June and October, and that's like the most extreme low season here. So that's the best time to help everyone if they can capture those international tourists and try to bring back the #1 source of tourism and people coming in. Love that mountain. So the third thing I'm going to talk about is the tourism trends lately. That's another big reason for this initiative is just in the first 10 months of 2025, they welcomed in Cambodia over 1 million Chinese tourists, which is a sign that's rebounding, and everything we talked about just before. And that number, 1 million tourists, that's risen a lot. So it's a number that's on the rise. They're also noticing in young people, they really prefer a process that's fast and easy. Because in the past, young people were choosing Europe a lot, but choosing somewhere way more affordable and way quicker process is becoming the better trend right now. Probably because everything around the world is becoming so expensive now. When you come to a beautiful place like this with a lower cost of living, it makes it even that much more attractive. So the fourth point about this is, what's the expected economic impact of this? How will this 4-month window affect things or have any impact? Let's talk about it. So they're expecting, obviously, to see a huge boost in tourism, and and that really helps out local small businesses too, or tour guides and tuk-tuk drivers and guest houses and local restaurants and even street food, or people that are in touristy areas like the Seahorse, and maybe they're selling little toys or sunglasses. And when there's no tourism here, all those people are suffering. If they can get everyone in hassle-free and get way more people here during the low season, that really can help out the country economically. And these economic impacts, they have the potential for long-term success as well. If this trial period proves to work really well, Cambodia may extend it or make it permanent. They could even expand it to more different types of nationalities, right? If it proves that it goes really well. All right, so we've talked about everything about how great it could be. Now let's talk about some challenges or concerns that this could end up bringing. So sometimes if you get a really big influx all at once, and these small areas are not used to it, it could put a lot of stress on the infrastructure. Maybe not enough tuk-tuk drivers around and you can't ever order one, or facilities being overused, or guest houses being always sold out. Or another one is a possible language barrier, or people have to start also learning Mandarin and being able to, instead of English being the most common, they may have to learn English and some Mandarin to speak to all these Chinese nationals that they would be letting in. Another concern could be, too much reliance on one country. If they put all their eggs in that one basket with China, it's not, you're not really diversifying your source of tourism. It could be risky. The other concern people have is sometimes people who have lived here a long time, or people that really love the beauty here, and maybe they don't really love the touristy crowds and everything. If you open it up to be hassle-free visa exemptions, you could start to see crowding at these beautiful temple sites, or all the tourism spots everyone wants to go see. You won't be able to enjoy it where you have it all to yourself. You'll have to line up for a half an hour to take a picture while every family does a different combination of people with every phone they have until it's the next guy's turn. And I've seen that happen before. You think they're finished, and then someone else takes their phone out. Now do all 5 again, but with my phone. And I'm sitting there, I just want to get a quick clip. And that it starts to turn this place from little spots about that are hidden gems, turn into there's always a small crowd anytime you go anywhere. So that's a concern some people could have, making it so people flock in here. And the last thing I want to talk about is, what could this lead to? What does the future have in store going down this road of offering visa exemptions? There's the possibility that it could become a permanent thing, or they might extend the length of that window to be like the entire low season. They may see how great it impacted everything, and they might start extending it to other countries. So we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. This would have a really big impact on the visa on arrival system that everyone's used to now in the airport. You would basically just open your passport and they stamp it, and it would show 14 days, as I said. They allow 14 days at a time, but you can come back as many times as you want. If they expanded this program to more countries, this program could reposition Cambodia as one of Southeast Asia's easiest countries to visit, attracting more travelers and changing how the country markets itself internationally. Hello. Sorry if it doesn't apply to you if you're not a Chinese national. I know you probably got all excited, but we just have to hope that this goes well during this pilot program. And that's our only hope, that they'll, extend that and maybe expand it to include more countries too. And then it'll be easy for everyone. And that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button. And until next time, remember, how you spend your days is the way you spend your life. It's never too late to start tripping out.
Life is tall.